I know you digging my style.
And like I said, as you hear my story, you can clearly see at a young age, I'm not even 30 yet. You know, and I'm dealing with all of this. You know what I'm saying? Jeff, you know, and it's something just to learn with. But at the same time, I'm doing music, so Michi died. And that's his guy, Jpilla, he was a pro too. He used to rap too. We all had friends doing music together. They was out clubbing it. You know, I was telling Michi go out and have a good time. So I know it's kind of jealousy. It has to do with his death because Michi was fresh, fly, all the women and shit. You know what I'm saying? We had a thing like that, bro. You know, we used to do shit called the Jaguar. You know, the script man could dance his ass off.
Tick-tock.
That was my swag. We go to work every day. Go to 75th and Stony Hour at Jewel's, Chicago. And like I say, his style, he's funny as hell and all that. So his name is Michi, I call him Michi Mac, you know what I'm saying? He also calls him Michi Killer, because he's a killer with the ladies, low key. And, you know, I'm fucked up. My man Steve came through one day and took me to a guy named Rich the Real studio. Now, Rich the Real was the guy that King Louis was going to. King Louis, Chicago artist, is King Louis. Well, my best friend, Shorty Steve, younger brother, best friend. His name Loke. He locked up, man. His name Plaga the Roster, man. Free Plaga. And I also got to touch my man Ron. My man Ron one day took me down to my best friend from high school named Ron. Took me down to a studio with this guy named DJ Spin. DJ Spin was this guy that with this guy named DJ Rashad. If you know that Chicago dance music and shit, you get what I'm saying? And so Spin, he like global now, the little disc, but Spin down there, and the guy down there with Spin, you can see on my man's album, there's a guy I ran into again named Why Not Bird. Now I ran this guy again, you know what I'm saying? So I ran this guy Why Not Bird again, and then my guy Ron, we mixed up like that. I ran to dude again and shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause dude, Why Not Bird, I really first met him back when I dropped Corner Curve Pimpin'. And he trying to holler at my sister or something like that. He heard Corner Curve, he like, damn, you know, that's some nice shit. But he was saying that he just came back from Houston. But his family was from up here, but he moved from Houston and now he's back. And you know, now we doing a little music and shit. I'm telling you, do your thing. I'm gonna support you. And also doing all this whole time with my guy Toke. Toke was my guy Mike brother. You can find my man Toke. He do like a lot of battle rap and stuff. Also has a clothing line called Two Eyes. And I want to give a shout out to my man Skrill too. My man Skrill, he had his own clothing line too when I came out of high school. It was called Vision. Skrill, he be with my other guy now. It was All the Small World. Van is the guy that you can see on like Chicago Ink, Black Ink and stuff. So it's like Skrill, Van, Claude. These are the good thing I can say about the streets, which is why I love it, is this is where I really kind of most entrepreneurs at. Where I say Skrill had a clothing line, and Skrill they also did music. They was called Barcelona. Him, a guy Chris. Van, before he became, I was knew Van before he even started doing tattoos. They was just doing clothes. I thought that shit was fly. Now he be on MTV. Like I said, my guy Shorty Steve, his brother got a barber shop named Lero, and Lero should be with LEP, Bogus Boys. So as you can also see, I'm around entrepreneurs, but I'm also around the main hip hop music scene or gangster scene, even called Chicago, because everybody's connected. And my guy Steve, you know, like I said, out here in the hundreds, they show me mad love. I love them. Ghost House, I love them guys. Like, they just real. Avery, what's up, bro? All y'all super real. Love all y'all. You know, I love that's part of my story. And so like I said, I was recording my cousin Brian King, one of the coldest on the beats. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, I'm coming back to the music scene. Excuse me. And Michi gone, and it hurts me. And my man Steve one day, like, yeah, you know, man, Pilla, you know. And let me get y'all to one day, let me tell you too, what my hood told me. Like I say, and let me also tell another story that people don't know about. The artist, rest in peace to my little man. Back to my man, right at the end, an artist named Little Mister just got killed. Rest in peace to the young brother. His brother's his father. Also, his father is like my family. We grew up next door to each other since we was born. He older than me. And when Little Mister first started doing music, his father brought him to me and asked me to help guide him. But during that time, I had so much turmoil because Michi had just got killed, and I also had just lost my nephew Tony. So I tried my best with Little Mister, but I couldn't. I didn't have a chance the much time I really wanted to help that young brother. He had talent. And also let me point out from Inglewood, we also we was out there during that time because I also grew up down the street from Jennifer Hudson, and we were also out there. You know, like I said, I got to get people like Albone, Lace Tracks. I can still see Lace Track Sisters at the Culture Connect store on 360 71st Stewart. You know, we out there. They kind of knew Jennifer a little closer than I did. But we definitely came out there supported when that happened with her sister, so it was like a community thing because we were happy, you know, people who did know her from more than I kind of did. Happy when they saw her on like America Idol with all that, you know, which is something older for you younger cats. And like I said, as you see my journey, I'm growing. Like I said, I lost Meech, so my man took me to Rich Studio. The good thing I had by then was I had my own studio equipment because you know, it was like my first time. Cause usually, most of my journey, I was going to everybody else's studio. I would go to their studio. And sometimes I felt I really couldn't get the best me out, you know. But I did. I will say, Ghost House kind of was more lenient with me. Shout out to IB&D's. Oh, let me get back to another story I forgot. Okay, let me get back to the story I forgot. I said, my story is so much, and I'm going to end this little segment on this one. Because I know I got a shout out to IB&D's. I made the album, it was a God on War, Obedience. Let me go back to that story, because that's a very important story too, because I said the streets always supported me. If I even tell you about what's going on, this is before Michi even got killed. My neighborhood, I took my man's IB&D's with me to my man's Spook Street, because they just cool guys. These are my dudes, man. They cool as hell. You know, I love how they vibe. We kick ass, because I was on the block with them, 68, and I used to be over there with my cousin Pooh Booski. So after like Booski, I'm telling IB, I like them so much. They grinding, they hustling. I'm hustling. That's time doing a little cabin and shit, trying to, you know, get a little money. So I'm out there, my man Abby drove me every day, and rest in peace to Dro, man. You know, Dro's another guy in our hood that was known for rapping, you know, that you could hear through the grapevine that had flow. And I took IB&D's with me to my man Spook Studio out here in the 100th Street at nighttime, and we made a song called On and Crack. We made 3 songs. We made a song called On and Crackin'. And man, D's and IB had the whole neighborhood singing that song all summer, man. Like, and it's so funny, like when you look at like little JoJo video, like the dude with the guns came on all, like if they had cameras back then, like they had cameras now, On and Crackin' was like the first video. It would have been like the first video like that, because that's what my that's what they was on. You know what I'm saying? Back then, but all my guys had thumpers and guns. But as far as that would. Before they made that look like a little JoJo video, we probably, like me, I'm not a gang bang BDK guy, cause I deal with all gangs, so it wouldn't be nothing like that. But probably a video with people outside with guns and on the block at night, talking about how we street niggas, that would have been On the Crackin'. That would have been like, if the internet was back then, yeah, you would have definitely saw that shit. And the way they just pushed that joint all summer, like I say, we really didn't understand the whole business side, but as far as getting the push, man, and when I say Chemo is to be out there every night on the block. Sometimes people don't understand. Like, I remember Chemo, like him and my man Tuck used to go next door And Tuck got a baby by my neighbor, Al's cousin, Lizzie. They be next door, and I see him, Chemo. And Chemo's the, let me little bites on my car. I had like Beretta and shit. I had crashed my shit one day.
Don't worry, we gonna make it.